The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs. From the gun, Brady. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw. Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Working with a 2nd and 4. And he works free. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It was JPP that time, Jason Pierre-Paul, who got in there to blow that play up. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, a touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk. And the Niners are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. The return is Mickens. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
2nd and 12. Brady. He's going to drop this one down to Bernard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jadon Mickens deep for Tampa Bay. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 8. On play action, now Brady. Caught by Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brady's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Not much there, only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run it here with Bernard. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Brady to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On 1st down, Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. That catch good for only a couple. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady, quick slant to Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Again, they'll throw with Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Succop will put this one right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. It's making its way back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On first down. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Gold is good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Jadon Mickens now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's James. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On first down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. On the return is Mickens. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense started. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return is Mickens. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a catch right side by Evans. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Brady. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Making an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Brady. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up one?
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff running left is Mostert. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he'll drop it underneath to Gallman. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Levante David in on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's it. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that, picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gold is able to put it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. And he finds Gronk. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's now going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Brady to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw, Brady. And he goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Brady going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Brady got to have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So for San Francisco, and of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere, as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.